I'm sorry, what?
I have my notes. Welcome back to an all new episode of Mondays Are a Mother. I'm your host, Kaylin, and if you're new here, I'm glad you found your way to the space. Last time we checked in, we were just talking about the hustle and bustle of motivation, what that's felt like, kind of draining, exhausting, not seeing things come into fruition the way that you want them to. I got to be transparent. I myself have been struggling with motivation. I decided to do and really commit to my weekly episodes, and I was super pumped. Trayvon from Trayvon's Car Repairs stopped by. He is a 24/7 mobile mechanic. If you guys need a ride and yours isn't fine, give him a call. He'll be just in time. With that, he came in, talked, and shared his story of his road to redemption. I was super proud with that. I knocked my camera out of the way and, you know, pissed. I decided, you know what, I'm going to let go and let God. And then with that, I did a did a visit to my grandparents while I was trying to overcome that obstacle. When I went to my grandparents' home, I noticed something that I've never seen before in my life, and it was drywall mud that was like, I don't know. Apparently, my relative had stopped in or had lended a helping hand. I'm not sure what happened, and oh God. So I took it upon myself to start a project that I didn't know I was going to start and started renovating her house. Nana's living room renovation is one of my new projects. On top of that, dealing with the Easter holiday drama. Just wait. Just wait. Because this shit is ridiculous. I continuously am baffled by behaviors and have to focus on myself, but we'll get into that. So, starting my grandma's home renovation, I was super pumped. Like I have to be honest with you, there's something about being able to see a vision come to life that's not your own vision is like just really gets me going. I was also simultaneously trying to organize my house and get the motivation to get reorganized. And trust me, that has been done. I've done a lot. And I'm also doing cakes at my own house while taking the time to organize. Shout out to the ADHD cleaning planner. If you haven't invested in one, do not waste your time buying one from like TikTok or um, Amazon or any of the major franchisers. Please, please, please get it from Shein. It's going to arrive in the same time it takes Amazon because it is a fast ship item, which I was super pumped. And it has so many templates for you to get things organized. So I've been following this template and simultaneously running my business, doing school, and renovating my grandmother's house. And trying to deal with the lack of motivation from partnerships in another business. I had a family member approach me, and I have to be careful with what I say because it was a little ridiculous, but I had a family member approach me and tell me some troubling news, and it sucked. I was like, dang, like, I hate that that's going on. They asked me not to share it with a particular person that we have in common. I was like, all right, cool. No biggie. Whatever. It just so happens that that person calls me right, like, not right after, but it was a few hours after I was in the middle of doing stuff. And they, of course, ask me how this other person is. And I am one that I don't pass information along. 9 times out of 10, when you tell me something, I'm going to forget it. It's just one of my cutesy lowers of ADHD. So I my response was not what I expected to say. I have to be honest. I literally just said that I wish things were better between the two of you because I'm so tired of being like in the middle. Like it really sucks because I just want things to be better. And I don't like being in the middle. I don't do well with that. It throws me off balance. I have four kids and two lizards. RIP to Ethan's. Oh my God. That was so tragic and huge. Shout out to Jenna for reasons I won't go into because I was not myself when this lizard passed away. I have a baby daddy. I have like I'm fucking busy, bitch. Like I don't have time to deal with all this shit. So I'm just transparent. So I share like, hey, like I'm so tired of being in the middle of this shit. And I don't even feel like I'm in the middle, but like there are certain situations that I feel like I'm in the middle and I shouldn't be. So that person was like, I don't know, like, what do you think I should do? Like, I'm I'm gonna call them and ask them to come to lunch. I was like, don't do that. Their cars broke down. I guess I said too much. I guess that was too much information because to me, in my mind, I am trying to get ahead of don't ex- expect something that isn't gonna happen. And a lot of the times that when you send out an olive branch and it isn't received the way that you think that it should be, you end up being the one offended, even when you're the one who broke the tide. So, me thinking ahead, trying to be a pre planner, I said, hey, don't do that. Instead, I was actually proud. That person was like, you know what? I'm just going to tell them, like, I love them. Like, I think that's a great start. I think that that's the olive branch that it needs to be. Why in the fuck was I matched with disrespect the next day? I mean, absolutely dog ass bullshit. So I was like, all right, I'm done. Forget it. I have sat here and ate shit and ate shit. I got a mediocre ass thank you for anything and everything I've done that hasn't, like, truly has not ever one time just been met with a thank you. It's always been met with feedback. I'm removing myself because nothing is ever okay. Like, nothing is ever right. To me, anyways, that shit hurts my feelings. That no matter what I do, I'm met with that wasn't enough or fuck you, you didn't do enough. Oh, okay, then I bye. If that's how you fucking feel, that's how you feel. See ya. And that sucks. It sucks to have to be the person who continuously is healing from somebody else's actions. But that's the point of healing is that you're not responsible for the hurt, but you are responsible for how you respond to the hurt. Honestly, life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. So if you don't want helping hands, if you'd rather slap helping hands away, or if you think that, every kind gesture is a backhanded one, then that's totally on you. I get it. Believe me, I do. But what can you do? It's not up to me. So that's how it started off. Then we go into um, Easter weekend, right? Well, let me back up. Friday just so happens to be my mom's 25th death anniversary. And as I have shared with you guys in talking about the David's passing and what that looked like growing up for myself, who had experienced what it was like to lose a parent and noting everything that the grown-ups did for me. And to be honest, it wasn't good. So I decided to do things a lot different. And I think that that has really and truly helped the relationship that me and my kids have. And it's helped a lot of their healing, I hope. But I do have to admit, Some of them seem kind of desensitized into the dark humor, and that's kind of scary. I'm working on that. I promise. I'm working on it. So, anywho, fast forward. I'm thinking this is so awesome. I'm and it was an amazing my family reached out and we had a dinner where we talked about my mom and her life, and I really felt celebrated. I really felt like, wow, like she would have loved this. She may have been like, you guys are baby back bitches for like crying, but she would have loved getting to see all of us together. And that was something that I like could not believe that we were able to do. I wish that we could have had more participation, but honestly, it's just people live so far away, and it is hard to get everyone together for a heaven anniversary. I don't know what I don't know what to call that, but anywho, the next day, I'm thinking, hell yeah, we're getting through the week. Things are progressing along. No more drama. I'm removing myself from it. Boom. Easter. Easter rolls around. Easter, I accidentally took two of my medications. And when I tell you that my focus was so profound that I literally felt like I was watching my hair grow. I I was embarrassed. Like, I don't know why people would ever want to feel like that, but no, thank you. I don't, I can't do that. Pills and potions, no, no, check, cross me off, don't invite me. I don't want to go to that party. So, I'm on edge like the entire day. Um, I was just a bitch. I really was. But thankfully, my ex-in-laws twice removed, they know me well enough to know that sometimes when I am being a bitch, it's not me. It can be anything from my autism to my meds. And yeah, the, thank you guys for giving me grace and opening up their home to my now four, my now party of five with having a fourth child. So Easter morning, we all get up, and wouldn't you know it, the Easter Bunny came. I'm excited. Can't tell you how excited I am because I was already fuming off the fact that I had to put together Easter baskets last minute because I forgot. How do you forget it's Easter? But I forgot. So I had to put together baskets because I didn't fill out my Easter Bunny card. Wink, wink. And that was cray. And spent $120 on Easter baskets. And I mean, honestly, for four kids, that's really not bad because it was like basket candy, items that they needed. It wasn't just all junk. Like, I got them all new toothbrushes. I don't know if you guys do that, but I like to fill it with things that they need and then a couple fun things that they want and then like, some little candies. But that's just how we did it growing up. Anywho, and before we left to go to my dad's, which again, so pumped, so excited. I was getting to see my entire like family in a whole weekend, and that was super cool to me because that's not something that ever happens and hasn't happened since I was a child. So I don't know, like that's like cool to me. Before we go, I just have the urge to make sure that everyone's hair is trimmed because that's important to me. Um, and some of my kids are hypersensitive in public. They don't like the lights. It's a sensory thing. Some people do like the experience. And I'm like, all right. So I bring one child into my bathroom and I start spraying down hair, getting it wet, combing to cut the hair. I'm noticing something that is very, very bothersome. And it's like these white little specks. And of course, I'm asking the probing questions of, hey, buddy, has your head been itching? How long has this been going on? Okay, why didn't you tell me? Oh, wow. Okay. So we got fucking lice for Easter. We got fucking lice. I I'm traumatized from lice because when I was a kid and after my mom died, my grandmother thought it would be a great idea to sign me up in a bunch of extracurriculars in an intercity community softball, baseball league, whatever you want to call it, where it ranged from kids who were in my financial position to kids who were in a higher to lower income financial position. We were fucking poor. I'll tell you that. I was wearing my cousin who was 3 sizes bigger than me's hand me downs, and mind you, like they were hanging off of me. That's and those were my nice clothes, okay? So I'm playing softball and we're sharing helmets, okay? It's normal. But after one practice, I remember telling my grandma I didn't feel good. Like I like just didn't feel good. I remember scratching my head. She looked, she says, I mean, it looks fine. And then I'm telling you, I have been complaining about it, okay? The next practice, she got the other moms to look at it, and to their defense, it was dark out, and I had like dark hair, but I'm very pale, so my scalp is very white, but my hair is pale. However, eggs stick to the shaft of the hair. I think that's what it's called. So, I don't know. Anywho, they they comfort her, right? They tell her everything's fine. Don't worry about it. So for 40 fucking days and nights, I'm scratching my head like I am out of the corner store meth. Like I'm like every single day telling my grandma something's wrong. Okay. It wasn't until I'm on a family vacation with that very same cousin and I like am telling my aunt about, or like I'd been scratching my head and she was like, hey, come here. And she looks and they're full grown. But do they make it to where it's like everything's okay, this isn't your fault? Absolutely not. Oh, absolutely not. My aunt was so pissed and she let me know it. It wasn't, I mean, furious. They isolated me in the camper. We stopped. They like scrubbed out our hair, bagged it up, all that. They started washing everything because and I'm talking like they made me feel like dog ass shit. Like like everything's bagged up. So I'm like maybe 8 or 9. Like not even, I don't know how to describe it. Basically, my great grandmother was too sick to keep me when I was that young because she was going through chemo, and my grandmother was just willing to drop me off with a family member or whoever would take me at that point. Well, like so she could go to work. And fast forward to we get home from the camping trip, and my aunt had called my nana to tell her that my cousin got lice. And do you know my nana cried? Sobbed for my cousin. Meanwhile, here I was, literally skin fucking raw from scratching my head for a month, and nobody helped me. And so when I say traumatized from lice, I absolutely mean that to the fullest extent of how it makes me feel. The way in childhood they made me feel. Like, I just felt so guilty. I started panic crying, apologizing. I check all of them. Sure enough, there's little guys because of their kids. They stack their jackets on top of each other. They have backpacks. They wear hats. They have their hairbrushes in the same drawer. Like, of course, of course. So I then spend the next 4 hours combing their hair, putting treatments on, getting anything cloth out of their rooms, start bagging it up because it has to be isolated and treated. I go get the covers, I'm getting spray. So there goes another $100 plus. I've never, I felt so defeated as a mom, as like a person, because here I am, like trying so hard to like give all of these experiences and be there for all of these people, and I don't really have anyone. I have me, and I have God. That's the way I've been getting through this. I swear. So after doing mountains of laundry and cleaning everything and vacuuming everything and treating myself because I don't know, I was just panicked that I had it, so I had to like treat myself like 3 times. And thank God for people in my life because my ex-in-law, twice removed, sent me money to help. My dad tried to send me money. I want to say somebody else. I don't know, but I just felt like thank you for even trying a little bit and seeing me busting my ass doing everything to get ahead and to be better and to have better. And we're getting there. It's happening. And even just like one little setback shouldn't derail me the way that it does. But, sometimes like when you're fighting for just a small win and to have something that big happen, I just was so over it. After it like calming down, and I did not I'm very grateful I did not make the kids feel like this was their fault. I just let them know shit happens. Like it's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm the one who felt like I was in the wrong that y'all got it, but they were they were so good. And they were fine. They were absolutely fine. I and we got rid of it. I fucking panicked. I'm still not okay. I already reached out to the common denominator, and everyone who hosted us let them know, or someone from the event know what was going on so they could get checked. And it was not a stigma. Nobody made me feel like shit, thank you God, but it felt like just a weight lifted off my shoulders to see support and to see that it's okay. You know, things happen and it's not the end of the world. Again, that whole life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. And honestly, when I think about it, life really can be like a movie. There's these little moments that really change the trajectory of everything. And there's a couple few characters, and, but the middle parts or outside of those 4 or 5 really big moments, it's it's a lot of small things that really make and those big moments happen. And I hope that these small moments make bigger moments happen in the best way possible. Not just for me, but for all the kids here. Because it's hard. It's hard to balance. And I hope that they see what it's like to balance and know how to be a support for others while being there for yourself. And being there for myself really has been the best part. I love myself enough to not accept bare minimum bullshit. And I think that's why I'm okay with being alone. That's why I'm okay with accepting people for where they are and saying no thank you, that doesn't serve me, or hey, I'm willing to receive that and be okay with it. I want to thank you if you again have been listening so far to hear me ramble about another day in the life of being a 32-year-old teenage mom of 3 kids and a surrogate foster. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm figuring it out, and I hope that this resonates with you if you're struggling trying to balance being social and being, I don't know, standing up for yourself and while supporting yourself or trying to determine what to acknowledge and respond, what's healthy and what's not. I hope this lands, and I hope that you learn something from it today. Before I let you go, I got to tell you my tip of the week and my mama mantra. I have a kind of a funny tip, and I wrote this down before I got started because it made sense to me. But stop asking an orange tree for lemons. Stop expecting a dog to not get fleas. If you're not getting what you want from that store, go somewhere else. If they don't have it in stock, I'm sure somebody will. And obviously, I'm not talking about a lemon. I'm not talking about fleas. Go be where you're getting everything that you want and everything that you need. Don't shrink yourself down into spaces that don't deserve you or your time. My mantra, I deserve it all and I'll have it. Amen, babe. It's the truth. And I will, if you haven't already. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. If you like the show, want to keep watching, listening, helping us grow, or have feedback, questions, comments, concerns, emotional outbursts, please send them my way. We are on every streaming platform where you can get your podcasts. Tune in, hopefully next week, and if not, the week after, but I promise I'm still around. I'm doing what I can, and that's my motherfucking best. And you should too, no matter what anybody says. I love you. Have a great week. See ya.